All right. Week 4, episode 4. We I think just tried to confirm that prior. Maybe. Hi, peeps. Hello, all. Hope you're well. Hi, Mike.
Hi, Rick.
I hope. I'm kind of at a loss for words, which is surprising for me.
No,
Mostly
that doesn't happen.
Yeah, not in general at all. So this week, just dad to dad, just talking life in general, which is not a bad thing. No gaming, even though we're absolute plebs at Fortnite, especially me. Unfortunately, it sucked pretty bad.
Or
Yeah.
Not enough people watch the video, so we're gods. Go check it out.
Touche.
We got like 30 wins.
We smacked Mrs. Incredible's ass is what happened. So that went down in the game, right? It jiggled like Elastigirl for days.
Pixar booty.
Yeah, if you think about it, they actually do have a thing to where if you think about all the moms in Pixar movies, it's thick. Like they have a type.
Yeah. It's hentai for young children. It's terrible.
Oh God, I wouldn't even put it that way, but yeah, that's kind of the gist of what they're going with.
Incredible, is that a tentacle in your pants?
Oh God, we don't need to go that far. Maybe? Yeah, sure, maybe. It's still better than how my weekend's gone. Other than my son, happy birthday to him. He turned 3 over the weekend. Yeah. We had a house full of 3-year-olds, to say the least, and a couple friends from my daughter who's 6. So let's just say Saturday night, thankfully, one of the other dads, when he came over, he's like, hey, I know we got a house full of youngins. Here's a couple of pints. And it was like, he brought 2 4-packs of like double IPAs. He's like, this is for the adults to get through the rest of the evening. So
let's go. That's clutch.
It was pretty solid. Helped me pass out pretty hard though by 10 o'clock. So I went comatose. It was done. But yeah, the party was great. He had a good time. Family did well. Kids were zonked out. It was a good weekend overall. Weather ended up being gorgeous, but the downfall of everything from this weekend. So my Alabama Crimson Tide lost to Vanderbilt at being number 1. Yes, they lost as meant to be a 20-something point favorite, and they lost. This team lost, which sucked. My Giants at least won. Passed out, didn't get to stream on Saturday because I went comatose, so missed out on that. My son decided to also throw some Hot Wheels around in the playroom, broke a window.
No.
Broke a window.
Small pane, large pane.
Oh, it's double pane, and it's the whole bottom sash has got to be replaced. It's like he was throwing it at the couch, and it hit the window, bounced off, and splintered, and a hole popped in the middle. So it's covered with tape right now as it continues to drop into the 40s every night. And yeah.
So as we'll get into a little bit deeper on the parenting aspect, birthday weekend, I mean, are we chalking up to just having a damn good time, or is there some discipline involved?
It's coming out of his account, like his little savings account. I'll tell you that much that we try to put aside for him. So discipline was there. He even apologized, like, I'll be upfront. Like, he did apologize. He even owned up. At first we thought like, oh, it may have happened during the party because we didn't discover it till the next day. So we're like, dude, like, what happened? And he's like, I'm sorry. Like, he owned up. I was like, hey, props to you, man. Still sucks that it happened because it's going to be 2 to 3 weeks before it gets replaced. Oh, yeah. So as we get colder, the living room continues to drop. I think today we came home and it was 63 degrees in the living room, which I'm loving. I'm still in a short sleeves. My wife's walking around.
That's where we keep the branch at. So what's that? I don't know what the big deal is.
Yeah, my wife's walking around in sweatpants, a sweatshirt, like freezing. She's got these slippers that I bought her because her feet constantly are cold. She heats them up like in the microwave, and they just keep her feet warm all the time. Pretty legit, not gonna lie, but it's like, okay, yeah. So that happened. thankfully, birthday went well. Kid had a blast, but window broke. My Alabama Crimson Tide lost for football, which absolutely sucked. But other than that, it was a decent weekend.
Yeah, so two positives, right? Right. One, nobody likes Alabama anyways.
Beg to differ, sir.
Two, I just discovered that there are things such as mac and cheese slippers. So I love that.
Mac and cheese.
Yeah, you just throw them right in the microwave, dude. Just like mac and cheese, bro. I love that idea.
If only they smelled like mac and cheese. Instead, they smell like lavender. It's kind of weird.
Dude, if they smell like mac and cheese, your wife needs to wash her feet.
But what if there's like an aroma thing built into it? You know, like those air wicks that can make you smell. The Glades that smell like, coconut and Bahama Mama kind of thing.
No.
I mean, I'd rather it smell like mac and cheese than lavender, personally.
Well,
if her feet smell like mac and cheese, then yes, we got a problem.
That's the concern. How do you know where the foot smell stops and the mac and cheese smell starts? At least if it's lavender or it's funk feet, you know the difference.
Because I don't smell it unless that heats up.
You smell your wife's feet often? Breakthrough.
No.
Someone's a toe guy.
No. Ooh, no. Actually, that's one thing my wife and I have in a lot of common. I hate feet. She hates feet. My feet are gross. I have hobbit feet. It's pretty bad.
I'll second that.
Yeah.
Godzilla feet over here.
It's like the Hulk and a hobbit had a foot together. Like, that's how it is.
The Hulk and the hobbit.
Yeah.
Both a large individual and then a very small individual. Then go ahead and put their feet together and made Rick's feet, chat. I want you to understand where we're going with this.
My foot it's a brick in general. Overall, it is a brick that is got a sole of a shoe on it and slightly hairy. So kind of the case.
Slightly hairy. Nice.
Yeah. You're
How's
welcome
the nail
to the visual.
sitch? How's the nail sitch?
I'm not going to talk about it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's gone off the rails.
I'm not
Anyways, so my weekend, my weekend was.
Did you start lacrosse?
Fancy. Izzy did start lacrosse. We had our first tournament this weekend. Let's go. She's a beast, dude. Absolute beast.
She get wrecked in the face?
No, the exact opposite, dude. She was owning. First two games, went out there just like beast mode, stopping shots left and right, like owning the crease, dude. Owning the crease. Looked like a rock star.
That's awesome.
Yeah, third game was trash.
When you say trash, are we talking about like?
Yeah, they lost 15-3. Now, we don't need to go into it.
I was just about to say bench her, but I'm sure they benched her.
No. It wasn't all her fault. It was a collective effort of suck. Yeah.
So it was a Hoover vacuum moment of the whole team.
Yeah, she had help. So, but I mean, overall, a good performance by the team. Wasn't upset. Very, very proud of the team this week.
Here's the thing, though. Did she take one for the team, and how many bruises did she end up with blocking shots?
Well, she wears them like badges of honor. So, like, she doesn't come out of a game with anything less than like 3 or 4. So, it's pretty solid.
See, that's my problem. Like, if it were my kid, and I can't wait for it, like Harper, my daughter, she's doing karate now and doing soccer, and if she gets hurt, like, and sees a little bruise, like, I like to pick at her and just kind of poke the bruise every now.
Dude, if I did that, I'd be playing a piano. My God, what the fuck is wrong with my kid?
Yeah, she hates it when I do it, but then she also, it's to pick back at her because she'll pick at me, like, if she knows I got like a scratch on my arm, or she wants to pluck the gray out of my beard. Yeah, that happens. We'll sit on the couch and she'll be like, Daddy, let me get that. Oh God, she got the long straggler. I'm like, God.
Core memory.
God love him. Core memory. That's
core memory. Yeah. Then Sunday was pretty low key.
That's good.
My Pats lost, but
dude, they suck so bad.
But it gave way to a breakthrough.
What is that?
Jacoby Brissett has now been benched, and we have started the Drake May era over here in New England. So we will actually.
Did they start Drake?
This will be this week. It'll be his first start. They announced it today. So, actually, they announced it was leaked yesterday, Tuesday.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
for those people watching this on Sunday, yes, no, it wasn't Saturday. No, I'm not 4 days behind. I have a little bit of dementia, just not full on yet. But yeah, no, so that'll be a nice little ad. Then made some steak tips.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, dude. Made some steak tips, made some nice food, and got to chow with the family. Just
That's
kind of
nice.
chilled, had a good
Dude,
time.
I love a good steak tips, and I will say food wise, props to my wife. Like we ordered sandwiches for my son's party, but she baked the whole cake, did the whole thing, made cakes, did a gluten-free cupcake for our daughter. She made like homemade strawberry like lemonade. She just went ham on a lot of things.
Let's go,
And
wife.
homemade buttercream icing. Like we're still eating the cake, and it's delicious. Like I can't put it down. She has to like take it away from me. It's like, okay, there's a reason I'm fat here. Like, thanks, wife. Thanks, Courtney. That's awesome, to say the least. But it was good. By the way, sorry, tangent on that. Back to the other thing. You mentioned Drake May. Do I need to pick him up in fantasy? Is that what you're telling me? Because he's probably going to play better than Patrick Mahomes, who I have now.
Yeah, but we still have no offensive line, so he's just going to be a pancake.
Look, here's the thing. I am struggling. I'll take Derek Carr at this point. I am struggling so bad. I'm 1-4, 1-5. My average margin of loss is less than 5 points. The last 2 weeks alone, I lost by 0.1 and 0.3. And this past weekend was because Patrick Mahomes' bitch ass didn't throw a touchdown.
It's because his brother wasn't there.
No, it's because Taylor Swift wasn't there to support Travis Kelce. That's why. Sorry, not Travis Kelce. That's Travis Swift. He's going to take her last name.
Taylor does make the team better.
Yeah, it's the Swifties. That's what it is. She brings the Swifties to the stadium and it gives them more energy.
It does. It does. It's fantastic. I love when people tell me how much they love Taylor Swift and the Kansas City Chiefs that are run by Taylor Swift.
New part owner of the Chiefs. Is that what it is?
Yeah, you didn't know? She took over the whole thing. Yeah.
How would that? Could you imagine if that actually happened? If a superstar diva like that, I'll call her a diva, whatever. If someone like that came in to own,
it did already.
Who?
Tom Brady bought part of the Raiders.
Oh, I forgot he is a diva.
That is a diva if I've ever seen one.
I hate, dude. I can't stand watching him on Fox.
What do you mean? He's so insightful.
He's so fake. Like 100% fake.
Oh, I mean, that's a super change from whatever he was in his career. Yeah, he always was a straight shooter.
But Tony Romo is at least decent. Like him as a commentator on CBS, like he's actually decent.
Listen, generally the worse player you were, the better the commentator you'll be.
So how?
Tony Romo sucked. Good commentator.
Yeah. Kinda.
What do you mean, kinda?
So what are you trying to say about like Peyton Manning and Eli doing their broadcast? Because that's pretty awesome.
So first of all, Peyton Manning is a fluke, and that man's just generally funny because he embraces his Southern charm, right? Eli Manning is a bag of shit, which makes him a good commentator.
Are you saying he's a bag of shit because of what happened in the Super Bowl?
No, I'm saying he's a bag of shit because no, he did not win that Super Bowl for you guys. So you can stop talking about it. Every other player on your team won that Super Bowl for you. It was not Eli. He had a trash game.
Then why was the MVP?
Because he was the quarterback, and the entire league is borderline mentally challenged, not to use the R word, because we're on political
cancel culture
now. Yeah, don't come after me. He said the R word. It's Eli Manning. That man, he speaks like the R word. What the hell?
Hey, you see what's on the cup, though, right?
Yeah.
We're riding a W, so we're going to another dub this week.
The New York Mets?
They did sneak into the playoffs, actually. I don't know how. Don't ask me. I don't know much about baseball.
Yeah. No. That's Bring it back. We just don't go towards baseball.
You don't want to go baseball? The problem is if we go to baseball, we're both going to start falling asleep. That's the issue.
What?
Or I'm going to start thinking about how horrible the Fenway Franks were at Fenway.
Don't even get me started with that. No. You're doing this on purpose. Listen,
you hyped up the Franks, man.
Just because people are watching us now, okay, or not watching us, right, is not a reason to bring up the most disappointing hot dog in a fat kid's life, right? I was so excited to get a Fenway Frank, and it was a wet fucking gas station hot dog.
It was pretty bad.
It was terrible.
It was edible.
No.
But versus where like people have talked about on it, it's like, no, give me the trash nachos that I ordered. I'll take that over a Fenway Frank again.
I'd rather get pegged by a rhino. No.
Yeah, no, I think I'd still rather take the Fenway Frank in and around my mouth than a than a rhino.
We can agree to disagree.
Yeah, I was going to say, agree to disagree. Let's go.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I'm adventurous, chat.
Though I would still take Fenway was great. I loved the game that we went to first time going, but yeah, the Franks were a letdown. The nachos were not though. You hated the nachos, I know that.
I hated that. Okay, we're not giving context. Go back to the last episode where we talked about not the last one, that was Fortnite, but the one before that, where we were talking about your situation, and we had to make an entire category around what you can and can't eat.
Yeah.
And then it was followed up by watching movies that are based on your digestive system.
Yeah.
That has been the antithesis of our relationship here.
Okay.
Like I was telling you earlier, you dropped one at work. I walked by the bathroom. I caught it. Yay here, right nostril, not left. So, only right. Full lobotomy. I fell to the ground, started drooling. People were dragging me around the lobby. It was ridiculous.
Is that what happened? They had to move you out of the way?
I came to 6 days later, and I was a woman. Like, I didn't know what the hell was going on. It felt like Quantum Leap, dude.
Oh, God, that's a reference. Okay, that's a good one.
Scott Bakula right there. Let's go. Scott Bakula, let's go.
Yeah, Fenway's fun in general, so... yeah, so it's been a long weekend, been a long last week. Everything sounds like been for you. I know it's just ramping up. Fall's my favorite time of year, but good God, it's so busy as a parent. Like between sports and just events going on and birthdays and school back going on. Like, good God.
Yeah, no. Although Halloween's coming.
Best holiday, hands down.
Favorite holiday. Yeah,
hands down. Though my wife tried playing Christmas music on the radio the other day.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Because that's
what'd you do wrong?
Play. I don't know. I don't know. I even asked her, like,
did you not do the dishes again?
I even asked her, like, why are you doing this? It's like, it's October. It's spooky season. You play Halloween music or nothing. Like, Halloween music only gets played one day out of the year. If you really think about it, you don't hear, the Monster Mash or Thriller mostly on the radio unless it's Halloween day. I
listen to Michael Jackson's Thriller at least once a week, and I'll have you say nothing about it.
Because it's incredible. It's a good song. But Christmas music starts playing November 1. Give Halloween its break. I know it's on TV. You have all the ads and fun stuff. But for me, like, until the kids are older, I can't truly, like, do Halloween with, like, scary movies and slashers and stuff because my wife hates them. She doesn't like haunted houses or anything like that to be jumped out and scared at her. So I got to wait for my kids to get older to really enjoy that.
You can come over to my house, then we can watch horror movies if you want to.
Do I need to bring the
sleepover?
I'll bring them M&Ms. We're not playing tummy sticks.
What? Okay, seriously, I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna bow out of that conversation as quick.
Don't Google it.
I've already said enough.
Don't Google it. No more. But yeah, Halloween hands down best holiday. I love the fall, going into winter. Like, this is my favorite time of year, but it is busy, man. Like, pumpkin festivals, Oktoberfest festivals for all the wonderful Oktoberfest adults out there. Halloween festivals, just everything. It's crazy.
Sounds like you guys are festival people.
I'm festive.
A bull. See what I did
God,
there?
I hate my life. Oh God.
What do you I love when these jokes land.
When you say land, are you mean like a sledgehammer to my face?
Hey, it's speaking of jokes. I heard a joke the other day. You want me to tell you?
Oh, yeah, deal. Go.
Ready?
Go.
What is the FBI hotline and a glory hole have in common?
Yeah, I know where this one's going, but yeah, sure.
Anonymous tips.
I knew it was coming. I
That's gross. Shame on you.
That's a good one. That is a good
Shame
one.
on you.
God,
Shame on you. For
honestly, that may fall into some of the worst dad jokes around, and I can't wait to embarrass my daughter when she's.
Is there
older.
anything more dad than a back scratcher?
A back scratcher? Random. No. It's not just a dad thing. It's a fat dad thing. It's like, okay, I can't really reach back there, so I got to get a back scratcher.
So while I was at the corporate thing today, I asked somebody if they could install bark on the corners of the branches. They denied me.
How? Okay, look, at an office setting, there needs to be certain things around for those of us that, have the reaching issues to scratch your back like Baloo and doing the bare necessities. Like there needs to be a scratching post like a freaking cat or something at an office that they need to post up somewhere. Did
you just quote Tailspin?
I did. Dude, every time I do that with my back, I sing the bare necessities. every time. Like it happened today. I'm sitting there I'm at the printer today going, bare necessities. Like it was so good. It was great. But it happens. It is what it is.
Well,
God.
All right. So
anyways.
So back on to what we're talking about. So today we're talking about parenting and life in general.
We're not busy.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. What were you going to say?
I say we're not busy. We're not dads or parents we're not busy at all.
See, we were so busy I couldn't even get the question out.
Huh?
No, so all right, so I have a question because I was pontificating on this earlier today. Like
what?
Yeah. I had somebody in my stream actually say the word pantaloons, which was probably one of my favorite statements. And he called somebody Peter Pantaloons, which had me rolling for at least 5 minutes because I'm elderly and I think the word pantaloons is an absolute fucking riot.
I was going to say, please tell me you've seen or heard of pantaloons before.
I have heard of pantaloons.
Okay. I'm wearing pantaloons, so.
I can't.
And D pants.
Oh, D pants. Hey, no solid loafs. They'll tear the plastic. But anyway, so I was so pontificating on this the other day, and I kind of had this conversation with my wife. I figured this would be a great forum to bring it up. So think about back when you were a kid, right?
Yeah.
What's the difference in your parenting style now versus the way you were brought up?
Oh, dude. And I think this is more, that's a good question. Cause like for me growing up, it was always like, so I grew up in the South. I grew up in the heartland in central Alabama. And it was always more, I guess, fear from my parents. My father was brought up like as a farm family. He did a lot of, hands-on work, working cotton mills, working paper mills, like that kind of stuff. So growing up, my dad was always one of those, like, he was the disciplinary guy. Dude literally would do anything for you as much as he could. But if you acted out of line, oh, you're done. Either your warning shot was the look that he would give that as a child, it's like you walked into the door and saw Jason Voorhees standing there looking at you. Like or my mother going, you're not going to want your dad to find out about this. It's like, oh, God, please. So, but I would just get a whooping. If I acted up, I mean, it would start either with the hand to paint stirrers that were taped together to eventually turned into his fraternity paddle that he had at that end. So yeah, let's just say I could
leave a mark.
I could count probably on one hand the amount of times that like I truly got in trouble needing some sort of discipline. My brother, on the other hand, he was, woo, that boy I felt like was like every other week, like something going on.
He had an intimate relationship with said
Oh
paddle.
God, something going on. But I think
Maybe he liked it.
okay, maybe. Compared to that though, like as a parent and as a father now, like I try and steer away from it mostly because like my son now likes to be very handsy. Like if he gets upset, he wants to hit or push. And I think like as a discipline, like hitting or spanking, like I think spanking has its time and place. Like it is necessary on certain things. But like now, like we're trying to get more of them to like understand the why and timeouts. And boy, do they hate timeouts right now. Like they really hate timeouts. So I think that it's some like by difference, like my father's was more, you know, I was talked to, stern talking to, I was walked through everything, but he had those moments of discipline that it made me straight. My wife was the same way. Like she grew up military and her family, like they were the same way. So it was very that way. And we would tell our kids, like, be glad you're not being raised by our parent. Like it is what it is. So that's just me, but a different setting, try not to do it that way.
Yeah, we're a little bit different. So like my mom grew up in a very, very strict disciplinary household, and she very much had the stance of like, so I got the shit kicked out of me while I was a kid. So yeah, that's not gonna happen to you. So I had a lot of protection from my mom. You know, there was the amount of fear, but it gave way to like, I don't know, like I think my mom parented me out of respect. So
Mm-hmm.
you know, and it's a little different now. I find now like there's a lot more like, and I was talking with Corey about this. Uh, you know, like parents back then didn't really talk about issues a lot.
Yeah.
And you know, Corey and myself, or my wife and myself, however you want to put it, we don't leave any issue unturned. Like there's nothing that's off the table in our house. We're extremely open. I mean, you know that. You know how I
Yeah.
am. Like
Yeah.
I
Which is a
have
good
no
thing as a
filter.
parent.
Yeah, I have no filter. Like, you know, it is what it is. You know, but also like they're, you know, our parents back then, like they didn't talk a lot about issues.
Yeah.
And we are very, very like constant, like every day, like what's going on with this, let's go, oh, this one's doing this, like talk to me
Yeah.
about it, kind
Yeah.
of stuff. So we kind of try to parent through respect in that aspect. But in, you know, like I've told you before, my style was a little different when, you know, my children acted up. You know, I had a unique way of handling that maybe I won't say on camera. um
Ah,
you know, for fear of repercussion. But you know, you know, it was nothing bad, right? Like
yeah.
it was nothing terrible, but it was just like, to your dad's point, like there's gotta be that fear. That fear does not need to
Ooh.
be physical abuse. That
No.
fear can
No.
be definitely more psychological than anything, where it could be a look, it could be an action, you know, a trigger word, and they're just like, oh fucking K, I'm done.
Yeah. Yeah. I think one of the worst things like that were outside the paddling was like the most like you really acted up as a young child, but like the older I got, as far as things may have been done, like waking you up at like 4 a.m. and saying, all right, we're going to dig some post holes because we're putting a fence in kind of thing. And it's like,
Ooh.
yeah. And this is middle of July and it's like it's like 90 degrees at 4 o'clock in the morning with humidity. Yeah.
Can't relate.
Be
Didn't
lucky.
didn't
Because
have that.
it's yeah, the
I
South is
didn't
like a
grow up on
prison
a
sometimes.
plantation.
Neither did I. I grew up in a normal home
You
where we had
said you grew up on a farm.
my father did.
Oh, I
My
thought that
father
was you.
did. I grew up in normal houses, not
Got a
farmhouses.
barn raising at 4 o'clock in the morning at the Pascal house.
It sucked. It sucked pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, the best, so I would have to say, my brother got hammered drunk his senior year of high school. Came home hammered drunk. Friend dropped him off.
That's John C. Riley right there.
It,
I can hear him coming through in your voice.
hammered drunk.
I'm in the front row, hammered drunk.
Hammered drunk.
And Leonard Skinner got the Angel Band playing behind me.
He was throwing up all night. My dad knew about it, and he woke my brother up. He shows back up at home at 2 a.m. He woke him up at like 4:30, 5 o'clock, and had him doing yard work all day. He reeked of vodka, and I probably couldn't tell you how many times he was throwing up. I mean, it was, oh my God. Needless to say, after that, my brother's like, never doing that again.
Yeah.
No, not happening. It was miserable.
Lesson learned.
Oh.
So follow up, a little bit more of a lighter question, right? So I'll steer you away from the trudging up. Our kids are riot, right?
Yeah.
I think we've both shared stories where our children have done something funny. If you don't mind, I'm going to share my two funniest moments with my kids. And then I'd love to hear your two funniest moments. I'm going to start because I've got a little bit longer to drudge through with my children. I was
about to say they've been around a little longer.
21 and not, 3 and 6. So slightly different. So I'm going to have to say my youngest one, Izzy, my funniest memory is just when she was about, I want to say like 5 or 6. The slime was like the rage. That was, do you remember that period where like every kid was making slime and everything we needed to get eye solution as an activator and this and that. Everybody was a chemist. And she literally stole all of our Tupperware in the house. We're talking like hundreds of dollars worth of Tupperware and filled it with various types of slimes. And she made these YouTube videos where she is like giving the intricacies of slime. Like it's like it was like her job. She was ready to sell that slime. And just the way that she did it stuff, it was just a riot.
So she tried to go lemonade stand with slime.
Oh my God. Dude, she was putting like glitter in it. This is crunchy slime. This is wet slime. God. This is this slime. And it was just like, my wife and I, at one point we were just like, why are we sinking hundreds of dollars of Tupperware that just gets stuck under her bed and then everything dries out? Like, why is this happening? And then the other part, we're like complete enablers because she's like, I need more, stuff for slime. And we're like, let's go to the store, kids. Like, I'm an enabler. Like, here we go.
So what you're telling me is one of those buckets looked like it came out of the VIP room from a stripper club with all the glitter and just dried up gross.
Yeah, where do you think the strippers got it? I just told you she was selling it.
Like $5, yeah.
Chat, this guy, am I right? Am I right with this guy? Jesus.
Turn it back on me. No. Bad mental image.
And then the other daughter. I think I've shared this story with you, but I am going to share this story again with the class here. My oldest daughter, Maddie, we were at the grocery store. It was a Market Basket because we're in the Northeast. And if you're in the Northeast and you don't go to Market Basket, there's something wrong with you. We're at Market Basket and it's my wife and I and my daughter, who is like, God, she's got to be 2.
Yeah.
Maybe less than 2. Stroller age. Stroller.
Okay. So you're not hauling her around. She's not walking.
Anywhere from like 1 to 2. Yeah. And we're there with my sister-in-law. And we're walking down the frozen food aisle. And my sister-in-law innocently pushing the thing. I'm pushing the carriage. My wife is just doing her shopping thing. Says to my wife, hey, what's this red button do?
Oh, God.
And before we could answer, said sister-in-law decided to hit the button and completely collapse the stroller on my daughter.
So now, she's folded up like an accordion.
She was a taco, bro.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like little tiny arms and legs just shooting out the side. And you can see nothing but a taco child in a stroller. And you know what? I'll give the kid a trooper. Probably part of the reason she's a goalie. No tears whatsoever.
Solid.
Just kind of like the look like, the fuck did you just do? I'm taco over here. Like, can you get me out of this? Like, just, head to the side, just like fully out, and it just like seeing that image in my head. Like, that was probably the funniest thing. Like, obviously my wife was in full panic, like, oh,
Freak out
you know,
mode.
my sister-in-law's freaking out, like trying to open the thing up, and like I may have been laughing. I don't, allegedly.
May or you were. Let's be. You probably were. Let's be.
Listen, I never came on this thing telling people, hey, I'm a good person. Come see me. Come see my sermon next Sunday. Yeah, it's not happening, dude. Like, I'm a pretty big piece of shit. Like,
oh God.
So yes, I was in full belly laugh there. So, but enough about my illustrious
God.
children. What about you? What are your best your funniest memories of CJ?
So yeah, I think again, still young. There's still a lot more to come, I'm sure. For Clayton, I would say for my son, earlier this year, right, top moment probably now. Earlier this year, we went to Disney World out in California, Disneyland, sorry, out in California to visit my sister-in-law. And it was my daughter's 6th birthday while we were out there.
Get it right. It's land, not world. Come on now.
Land in Cali, world in Florida. I always got to remember that.
It used to be world. Now there's 2 hurricanes. Now it's
it's Disney Swamp.
Yeah, it's Disney Island.
Yeah, it's Epcot is just the globe. That's all you see now. It's gone. Yeah.
That being said, I hope everybody down there is safe.
It sucks down there. They're screwed. Like
we have a lot of friends and family down there.
Yeah,
so
same thing.
Hope everything's okay.
But no. So we're going through Magic Kingdom, and the whole time my son's going, "I want Mickey. I want me." Like, he's still a huge fan of Mickey. He wanted to see Mickey or Spider-Man. Those were the 2 things that 2 people he wanted to see while there.
Oh boy.
So day 1, we're going through Magic Kingdom. And the whole time he said, "Where's Mickey? Where's Mickey?" He saw Sully from, Pixar. He saw Buzz and Woody. He saw Minnie Mouse. He saw Goofy. Like, he saw all the other characters. And then Mickey strolling down the Broadway at like one point, and he's strapped in a stroller, mind you. And he starts screaming, and I thought literally the stroller was going to fold backwards with him launching himself while still strapped in out of the stroller trying to go to Mickey.
You just unlocked a core memory.
Like, let's just say this child, back to the Hulk reference, almost hulked out on this stroller to get to Mickey. Ended up making his way over to him, got him a high five, got a picture, everything and the whole time he's Mickey, 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 like just sprinting down, like freaking out over this guy. It was great to see it. He was happy as could be. It was a funny moment for at the time. He was 2, just over 2 at the time, and excited to see it. The alternative one was that he saved Spider-Man at Marvel Land. Apparently they have this Marvel theme park like Star Wars does now. And he, long story short, saved Spider-Man as part of the ride sitting in my lap. Where they have this cool like 3D adventure they have going on. Soon as you walk out of the ride, Spider-Man's walking around, and he sits there and he slaps Spider-Man a high five and then smacks him on the ass.
Jesus Christ.
It was awesome. He's like, "Hey, high five, Spider-Man.
Get back in there, champ."
He's like, "Good job." I'm like, dude, really? Like, you just did that to Spider-Man. Like, I felt bad for the actor playing Spider-Man, but it was like, that was awesome.
That was hilarious. Before you get on to Harper, though, core memory that was unlocked when you were talking about the stroller piece and he just hulked out of it. Do you remember on Saturday Night Live, Michael Myers did a skit, especially one with Nicole Kidman, where he was the kid with ADHD.
Oh my God, yes.
He was like connected to a monkey bars by like a tether, and she gave him chocolate, and he started to like lose his fucking mind, and he tore the monkey bars off the thing, and he was like running down the road like hopping. Like, that's all I could picture. CJ doing, just like dragging the stroller behind him as he's tethered to the thing, chasing down Mickey Mouse. And it's like 108 degrees, and the guy in the suit doesn't give a shit about a kid chasing him.
That's exactly how it looked. That's how it looked, to be honest, kind of. I mean,
oh my God, that's the best.
Harper, my daughter's still strapped in it, and she's like, "What's going on right now?" And he's just going, basically. Outside of that, though, I'd say hers is more of an earlier stage. It's still for me, a memory I will never forget, but she was maybe not even a year, maybe like 7 months, 8 months old. She hadn't shit in a week.
Oh God. Why is everything with your family digestive?
I don't know, but this just happened to be the case. She hadn't napped all day. It was probably, I think it was like around Thanksgiving, or I knew it was football season because I'd rocked her to sleep while holding her, and I had her in my arm, and her like legs and her butt are straddling here, and I'm rocking her, and she fell back asleep. I was like, okay, good. I'm only way she's falling asleep right now. So my wife's sitting there on the couch. We had the football game going on. I'm just standing in front of a fireplace, and we're just going like talking. And I think my parents or my in-laws were over as well, and we were just kind of chatting while she was sleeping on me. All of a sudden, her whole body just clenches.
No. Did she
Just
become an
clenches.
arm cannon?
There wasn't a cannon. She clenches, and I feel like, you know how bubbles pop on, and you feel like a bubble popping on you?
I do. Yeah.
Constantly that feeling going against my arm. And then I just hear splat, splat, splat on the ground. And I'm just standing there like, that happened. That honestly happened. And I just hear my wife go, "Oh my God." And it looked like a brown hose had just opened up through her back end, on my arm, on me, on the floor. And it was like, well, I guess she's relaxed enough to finally let it go.
So what you're saying is she didn't wait till she was a teenager to shit on you.
No, it was one of the most, as a parent, I guess a rite of passage to be shit on by your child or pissed on at some point.
I guess I'm a pioneer without that rite of passage.
It's one of those, like, I love her to death as, you know, her daddy. And it was one of the few times like she would let me rock her to sleep. She was attached to my wife. Like, my wife was the pacifier. And so that happening, like she finally fell asleep, and then that going on, and it was the memory that comes back now. It's like the warmth, the stench, and the sound is like, I will never forget that. And I can't wait to tell that story on her wedding day or something like that down the road. It's going to be, I'm going to embarrass the shit out of that child.
I have an idea.
Si, senor.
I say I grab a diaper, right? You and I on her wedding day, full reenactment, live show.
We might be evicted by family members, but you know what? Let's go for it. Sure. I'm down. Why not? Why not?
I'll get myself a wig.
We can both.
Was she young enough that I don't need one?
Yes, actually.
Let's go.
Yeah, we could actually probably go get some beefy bean burritos from Taco Bell and call it a day.
You're not allowed to eat that. We went over this.
But why? It's delicious.
Because I'm shitting in the video, not you. Stop it.
Taco Bell's the best. Come on.
No, I don't like this. I already don't like. I quit. Nope. I'm backing out. We're not doing it anymore.
That's just an idea I just got of it. Top 5 fast foods. That'll be another discussion down the road. Fast food chains.
Oh God.
Yeah.
You're never gonna agree with me.
Why? Okay, no, we're gonna save that.
Because you know I love Arby's.
Maybe they're in my top 5 too. We'll find out.
Well, if they're not in your top 3, we're fighting.
Get out the gloves. Jesus, that'd be great. What else you got?
I mean, I've got a few more, but I mean, how are we looking on the old clock, sir?
We are about pushing 45 minutes. We're going a little longer in the tooth as we normally do.
I think that's where we're supposed to draw the line. I mean, if you want it, I've got some, social economics questions and.
Yeah, no, I'm avoiding that. No, I'm
you don't want to. You don't want to do that.
Nope. I'm okay.
This is probably where we pull the ripcord then, my friend.
Here's the thing. I will say this, just as a parent, as a dad, as a gamer, as just in general, ever since I've become a parent, I feel like time is just gone. No time to do much. Like, my gaming is either everybody's asleep and I'm up till 2 a.m. trying to do things after 10 o'clock at night, or maybe 30 minutes here or there. Like that's about it. And I think that was my biggest adjustment, was not being able to do free time with my wife and I and going to watch football games or enjoy stuff.
Yeah. So, as we are in two vastly different stages of parenting, something I can tell you is it will come back, right? When they're young,
We hope.
those are the sacrifices that you make when they're young, and that's what's going to build your core memories with your kids. That's when that's when all that stuff's going to happen. But dude, there comes a time where like either you're just like, fuck it, I'm going to do it because I want to, or your kids are like, fuck it, I don't want to talk to you. You got plenty of time on your hands. Get away from me.
Yeah.
Like,
You're the last person I want to see.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So like either way, like you're gonna get the opportunity. Just like you're very lucky with the stage that you're in right now.
It's fun times.
And enjoy it. Enjoy it. So
it's all fun times.
I mean, not that my kids aren't fantastic. My kids, I got lucky, right? Like both my kids are a little unhinged, a little off the rails. So
they're you.
All right, listen. Maddie is a direct copy, right? We're actually concerned about how close we are in personality. It's almost like I cloned myself. They thought they stopped with the fucking sheep over in Ireland, or Scotland. Don't think so.
Not happening.
Yeah, my Dolly is my Maddie. So, but Izzy's my wife, without question. She's 100% my wife. Like, but they're just. But my wife puts up with me, so she's got to have a sense of instability anywaes.
That's my daughter is my wife, spot on. My son is a mix of both of us, so it's like
he's not. He's gonna be you. He may be a mix of both of you now. He is just like, he is poised and ready to become Rick Tater 2.0.
I don't know. According to my parents, I was a perfect child growing up.
Yeah,
and
I still haven't got the letter from either one of your parents. They're not picking up my calls. It's like, frankly, I think you're full of shit.
I was an angel. I am full of shit. It happens, but I was a perfect angel, a shit angel.
No, you just got done telling us how you got paddled at least 5 times. Yeah, perfect angel.
Hey, 5 times in my lifetime.
Yeah. You're big enough now where they can't do that anymore. People may not be able to see it on camera. You're a large gentleman.
I kind of am. Yeah, sadly. I'm wide. I'm width challenged. No tiny crevices for me. Don't think thin, because it doesn't work.
You're talking to the Great Pumpkin King, so I don't know. Like, I don't need a jack-o'-lantern. I just paint my fucking ass orange and sit out on my front steps.
Great Halloween idea. That's what that is. That's right. An awesome idea.
Yeah, that's right.
You're Charlie Brown's Great Pumpkin. That's what.
Mock my depression and sadness. Look, he's fat, guys. Pile on.
Oh my God, that'd be
Pile
hilarious. Pile on what? The candy
that
corn?
rope over there? Grab it for me.
Oh God.
I'm just gonna hang around in the back.
I don't know. Never mind. I'm not going there with that. Oh, nope, not touching that. Okay, we're going to stop there before it goes even darker. We're not going to go any further than that. Well, anyways, enjoy. If you are a parent and you're watching this or anything, comment below some of your either key memories with your children currently or just raising children in general. Do you feel like it's just been a massive struggle? Discipline's always fun. No time. Sure. In general, either way, love them to death. They are my world, as they are yours, of course, for Mike too. So,
number one.
Yeah, it's a fun adventure. It's just where all this gray came from. My kids.
Yeah, I can't even do that. When they get to be my kids' age, it's just shiny.
Yeah, just bye.
It's just shiny.
All good, Mike. And as always, been fun. Next week, we'll see. It could be top 5 something. Could be
Space Marine.
Okay, fine. We're eventually going to get to Space Marine. I'm sorry. We'll do a playthrough or something. Maybe. I don't know. I may quit the game. I may delete it.
Or Cuphead.
Oh, God. That'd be a rage VOD. That's what that would be. Yeah, a lot of rage. A lot of screaming. I normally don't get angry, but that's what would happen.
Going through it now. Yeah, not happy.
Enjoy. All
Well,
right, everybody. Appreciate it. Like and subscribe as always. Mike, been fun as always.
Same to you, buddy.
All right, everybody. Have a good evening. We'll see you guys next time. Take care.